Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, November 15th, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. Happy Monday, everybody. I'll tell you, Saturday I did a hike with the Scenic Rivers Land Trust down on the Cirque property in Edgewater, and wow, I've not been on that property for nearly 15 years, way back when I was on a field trip with my kids, and man, has it changed. They acquired an additional 2,000 acres and is a great hiking space, just loaded with history. And they also do a lot of great sciencey stuff down there, too. You definitely ought to check it out if you are down that way and you have the time. Well worth the trip. All right, it is Monday. We have news, so let's get into it, shall we? Baltimore has been experiencing a rash of smash-and-grab ATM robberies. Car runs into an ATM, knocking it off its foundation or out of the wall, and a truck, sometimes successfully, hauls it away. Well, ATM thefts may be moving south. On Thursday morning, police responded to the CQ ATM on Chesapeake Center Drive in Glen Burnie. Police found a stolen white truck on the scene, and they pursued a gray Dodge Charger that fled the scene. They were not able to catch it as it led to Ordnance Road and Route 10, ultimately to 695 before going off into Baltimore County or Baltimore City. If anybody has any info, the number is 410-222-6135. Please give detectives a call. They'd love to hear from you. Down here in Annapolis, at about the same time as the ATM attempted theft, a man was awakened in his Wind Whisper Lane home and confronted a male suspect in his screened-in porch. The suspect was busy taking beers from a small refrigerator when confronted, and he fled through the screen door, which he cut open to gain access. Good news, he left the beers behind. Police are investigating. On Friday afternoon, County Executive Pittman broke ground with other community leaders on the new Severn Center, which is to be an intergenerational community center. Pittman said he committed to build this center even before he took office and that it will put young lives on the path to success. The facility will run just shy of $16 million to construct, funded mostly by slot machine revenue and grants from the state. The contractor is TMI Contractors, who built the new library on West Street in Annapolis. Hopefully the county will put a proofreader on the job before they make the sign. And if you will remember, these are the people that put up the concrete sign in front of the library, misspelling the former Speaker of the House's name on the new concrete sign. Whoops. In the midst of COVID, we told you about a great program that the county put together to help small businesses called the Inclusive Ventures Program. It was designed to help minority-owned small businesses with an intense mentoring curriculum over 6 weeks and, in the end, upon graduation, a $5,000 seed grant. Well, they did it again, and 11 businesses in the county benefited. Pirate Quest, Small Cakes Maryland, Davy Dance Academy, Bowl of Cherries, EL&S LLC, CMR Enterprises, Textures LLC, Magathy Payments, Crusaders for Change, Work-Life Behavioral Health and Professional Training, and the TIC Group. What a great program this is, and we'll be talking to several of these folks on upcoming local business spotlights. MDOT and Anne Arundel County are pairing up to solve some highway woes for us. Although the resolution is still pretty far away, the two entities are advancing the design of roadway improvements on Route 2 between Route 50 and Arnold Road, Maryland 3 between Wag Chapel Road and Route 175, and Maryland 214 Central Avenue between Muddy Creek and Lock Haven. No timetable on bidding or construction, but good news that the ball is rolling. And I'll tell you, man, that Route 3 in Crofton is one hot mess for sure. Our friends at Annapolis Green sprung this on us over the weekend, and we made them promise to give us more notice the next time. But this Thursday, the 18th, there will be a virtual presentation about the recent climate summit in Glasgow, COPs 26, and how it will affect us here in Maryland. Dr. Peter Goodwin, who's the president at the University of Maryland Center for Environmental Science, will join Maryland Secretary of the Environment, Ben Grumbles, who was actually at the summit. They'll discuss how it is impacting virtually every aspect of our lives. It is virtual, it is free, but you do need to register. And you want to send an email to bay@annapolisgreen.com. Again, that's bay@annapolisgreen.com. and you want to put in the subject line COPS 26, and they'll send you a Zoom link so you can get in. Again, this is Thursday the 18th, this Thursday at 7 p.m. And Elvia, more lead time next time, right? And as we start to wrap, Steve Palmer from Transworld Business Advisors has been writing some columns for us on business acquisitions and stuff like that. And he had one this Saturday that really made me think, how protected are our businesses from cyber threats, and how vulnerable are we? Attacks may not be looking for data. I mean, they may be, but they may not be. They can just be malicious. And if you have a business, it's a quick read on ionannapolis.net. It'll make you think. Have a read. Finally, I hope you caught the local business spotlight we dropped on Saturday with Tim Coe from Ghosthead Insurance. And if you're in the market, definitely give Tim or Claire a call. Up this week is one that I really enjoyed. It was a conversation with Jonathan Rondo from the Arc of Central Chesapeake to find out all what they do, what they need, and how we can help them. You want to look out for that one. And I might have a bonus pod a little bit later this week, too. I'm not 100% sure on that. All right, that is it for the news. But first, a quick thank you to our sponsors for today's Daily News Brief, Solar Energy Services, the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company, and the Hospice of the Chesapeake. Alrighty, it is Monday, and Ann Alsina from CovingtonAlsina is here with your Monday Money Report. And just a heads up, she was out of town actually flying on Friday, so she didn't get the Friday closing from the market, so that's not included here, but she still does have a ton of great advice. And as always, George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with your locally forecast weather. All of that coming up in just a bit.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company.
Did you know that home values jumped over 10% on average in 2020? And we are expected to see more increases over the next 3 to 6 months. What's causing this rise in value? First, limited inventory. We have about 60% fewer homes on the market right now than we did the same time last year. Second, low interest rates. People can afford more home right now, and that is very appealing. Third, increased buyer demand. We literally have over 20 interested and qualified buyers waiting for the right home to come on the market, and we are not alone. If you were ever thinking of timing the market just right to get the highest price in recent history, your time has come. My team is available and ready. Give us a call today. We'll check your home's value and break neighborhood records.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Monday, November 15th. Not a bad weekend for the Annapolis region, despite some gusty winds Saturday and much cooler temps yesterday. And the week ahead will be a bit of a roller coaster as well as we move toward the final third of November. Look for below average temps today with highs in the upper 40s to lower 50s with gusty winds again over 30 miles per hour at times. Ahead of another cool day tomorrow, though sunny with lighter winds as highs edge up a bit, maybe into the mid-50s or so for most locations on the map. Ahead of two very nice days, Wednesday and Thursday, with tons of sun each day and highs in the mid to upper 60s Wednesday, followed by upper 60s to maybe lower 70s in spots on Thursday. Before another cool down comes with sunny highs around 50 on Friday and Saturday, and then mid to upper 50s on Sunday for the weekend prior to Thanksgiving 2021. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there despite the chilly temps and gusty winds. Stay healthy and be safe. And of course, be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and also download our app on all of your devices by searching DCMDVA Weather from the Apple or Google App Stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing, it can be confusing. And Ann Alsina, a financial planner from CovingtonAlsina, has been helping people make sense of it all for over 17 years. Are you ready? Now here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Ann Alsina of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. Inflation in the U.S. hit a 31-year high in October, with the data showing prices increased 6.2% over the prior year. The market reacted quickly, snapping the 8-day winning streak with a drop on Wednesday. And then reality set in, and the market began to rebound on Thursday. Fundamentals, meaning the financial picture for companies, remain strong, and corporate earnings are higher than expected. Inflation happens when there are too many dollars chasing too few goods. The Federal Reserve Bank, or the Fed, and many economists believe the current inflation is transitory. We have pent-up demand from the pandemic shutdown. We've talked before about the K-shaped recovery, meaning that financially, 2020 was mostly either really good or really bad. Many people paid down debt and increased savings last year and are ready to spend this year. That's the too many dollars. Add to that the bottlenecks at various places along the supply chain. Ports can't offload ships fast enough, and it's estimated we need an additional 80,000 long-haul truck drivers to meet current demand. That's the too few goods. The Fed is balancing their dual mandate of price stability and full employment. Unemployment continues to tick down, but the labor market is not fully recovered. The long-term goal for inflation, the price stability part of the mandate, is 2%. We're clearly well over that. The question is if it will stabilize as the supply chain issues are resolved. The Fed has already begun tapering or reducing their bond purchases. This tightens the monetary supply, helping to reduce the too many dollars side of inflation. If inflation continues, the Fed will begin increasing interest rates sooner. Rising interest rates can be good for savers. It would be nice to earn a little more than 0.0002 in our savings accounts. But the flip side is that the cost to borrow also increases. If you're in a position to refinance debt or pay down debt, now's a good time to work on that. Your action to take this week is for anyone with young adults coming home for the holidays. If they are Maryland residents and don't already have them, use the time at home to complete the Maryland Statutory Power of Attorney and Medical Directive forms. You can find them online or give us a call and we can help. We're also happy to notarize them in our office. Be sure to check out all our tools on our website at CovingtonAlsina.com, as well as our Facebook page for more information. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA ICPC. Investment advice offered through Great Valley Advisor Group, a registered investment advisor. CovingtonAlsina and Great Valley Advisor Group are separate entities from LPL Financial. All performance references historical is no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. The opinions voiced in this show are for general information only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. To determine which strategies or investments may be appropriate for you, contact the appropriate qualified professional prior to making a decision. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Ann Alsina with CovingtonAlsina.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. With all the talk of energy resilience in the news recently, I'm surprised there's not more talk about solar plus batteries, especially since 1/3 of all of our new residential solar projects include a battery backup system that provides instant energy security and peace of mind. And with incentives in place for battery backup, this investment is now more affordable than ever. With financing rates as low as 0.99% and plans offering 18 months same as cash, it's now easier than ever to go solar with no money down. Financing creates an easy bill swap scenario where you replace your electric bill with a loan payment, allowing you to build equity in your own personal energy supply. Don't wait for your next power outage to act. Contact us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net to learn more about solar with battery backup. Don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.